Good morning. Greetings, blessings. I hope all is well. I am here up early. Sorry, the water running. I'm here washing some eggs. All these eggs got to get washed and cleaned and put them in some egg crates because we normally, I donate them to the food pantry. So, well, most of them I donate to the food pantry. And that's okay because it's a little tax write-off at the end, but it's also a good thing to do, to try to bless those that are less unfortunate than you. But so I just came on a little bit this morning because I was having some like reflection. And I was like here saying like, like just to myself, everybody's journey in life is different. Everybody's purpose in life is different. Nobody can be compared to the other, right? Because we're all different people. We all have different personalities, and God has placed different gifts in every one of us, and we're all not the same. It's impossible. Even as twins being born, they're never the same. But with saying that, I never in 1,000 years thought that I would have been where I am now. If you were to tell me that I was going to be a farmer and I'm going to be doing all these things and accomplishing certain things, I would have never believed if you told me like 3 years ago, 4 years ago. Because where I was comfortable. But sometimes God has you in a place that says, no, this is not your destination. This is not your end, right? And sometimes us as humans, we miss our blessings because we become complacent. We miss our blessings because we're not willing for a change. Environment, a change in the people that we hang around with, a change in so many different things. We're just so used because we're creatures of the same circumstances. Like we're used to what we grew up in. That's what we're used to. We don't want to see anything different. We don't want to experience anything different, and that's what kind of hinders us a lot. That's where we miss our blessings because we're not willing to step out of the box. We're not willing to move from where we are because we've been here so long. We are just so used to this particular area. It's like, oh, I don't want to move. I'm so used to, I know everybody around the area. I grew up around here. My kids grew up around here, whatever. I mean, I have kids too, right? I have 4 boys and they're all pretty young besides my oldest that's now in college. And it took a lot for me to make a decision to move them. But kids are very resilient, okay? They will survive anywhere as long as they have a good support system, which is you as parents, guardians, family, grandmas, whatever the case is that's going on in your particular life right now. And I say all of this to say, don't miss your blessing. Everybody's blessing, everybody's situation is very different, right? It doesn't have to necessarily mean that you have to move across the country to be ordered to receive a blessing or what God is trying to tell you to do. No, it could be simply changing a job. It could be simply looking for another apartment to live in another area. It could be all those things, but he's never going to place you somewhere that you can't handle yourself, right? He is not a God of confusion. But he definitely wants the best for his children, his people. He does. And my best might not be the same look as your best. My situation is different. Uh, a lot of people ask me like, "You're living in Timbuktu. You're living out in the wilderness. You're this. You're that. Girl, I don't know if I can do it like you." You don't have to do it like me. You don't, that's the thing. That's what makes us all unique. Our situations are so different. It doesn't have to look anything like mine. But at the same time, God could be speaking to you in so many different ways. He comes in so many different angles and he's talking to you and you're totally ignoring him because you're afraid of change. That could be in anything in your life. Change of company, change of friends. It could be even sometimes change of family. Because I've learned that family doesn't come in blood all the time. You don't have to be blood related to be family. I have tons of family that are not blood related. I have a small circle. I have a very small circle because I've lost friends along the way that I thought were my friends. But, misery love company. Because as soon as they see they're good, they're happy for you, like, oh, okay, yeah, great, go after it. Go do your thing. And as soon as they see that you have accomplished, because they didn't think that you were going to accomplish, it's a whole different story. Now they're like, them not answer your text, them not call you as often. Oh, girl, it moves so far, or this or that, whatever the case is. I've lost a lot of friends along the way. A lot. The ones that are still here are my family. They're not friends, right? It's different now because I've come from nothing. I had absolutely nothing. I came from a 1-bedroom apartment. That's where I came from. I came from eating sardines and white rice. And guess what? I still eat that. Sardines and white rice. Nothing wrong with that. It's all about being able to accept change. Being willing to move out of your used to environment, used to friends, used to job. God could be looking to bless you in another job position, but because you're so complacent and so used to what you're doing on a morning basis that you just missed the blessing. And you've been praying, oh God, please open up a door, please, 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 please. And he's opened the door, but you're so busy being complacent that you missed that opportunity of change, of a different situation. I just wanted to come on this morning because as I'm washing these eggs, you get time to think. And I tell you, I'm in a different place in my life right now. I've been through so much, health wise, life, childhood, different traumas. We all go through it, right? We all have our issues. Nobody's perfect. But I do want to encourage you that if there are things that are coming up in your life, there's signs that God's showing you that things that he's trying to do for you, or he wants you to be in a different position, different place, different time, whatever the case is, he's not going to place you somewhere and just drop you and leave you. He's going to place you there and he's going to plant your feet on solid ground. Trust me. And I'm not just talking because I feel like talking. I'm talking because of experience, because of things that I've been through, and because of where I am right now in my life. God has been extremely good to me. He's been very merciful. He's been there, times where I had dark moments like everybody else. Nobody is perfect. Money don't make you, status not make you, dressing fly with the name brand don't make you, none of those things count when you don't have peace. When you don't have peace, peace can't be bought. No matter how much money you got, it can't be bought. But when you got peace, you are rich. You are rich. So I want everybody to know that, listen, guys, my life is my life. Your life is your life. But everybody, I believe God put us here to be successful. I really do. And no matter what you're doing, it could be starting a business. It could be anything that your heart's desire, anything that you're trying to do, don't be complacent. Don't be afraid of change. Change is inevitable. It's either you change with what's going on in the world, because everything now, right now, everything is computerized. All right, almost everything. Before you know it, there will be no currency. There will be no money. Okay, keep up with the times. That's about to happen just now. There will be no cash in hand. Nothing of like that sort will be existing very soon. It's almost becoming obsolete, to tell you the truth. But so you just have to keep up with the times, and keep your eyes on the prize and your heart right. Be ready, because things are happening now that weren't happening 3-4 years ago. Things are, so different. I just want you guys to be encouraged. I don't want you to be complacent. I want you to get the fullness of God's blessings. Like I said, you don't have to do like me. Nobody has to be me. Nobody has to go out there and buy land and try to develop it yourself and get a farm. Nobody has to do that. Nobody has to do that. Everybody's situation is so different. It's different. But I will say, if God is saying, hey, you need to go and look about, try to buy a house or whatever. Because we're all about being, improving ourselves, right? We have to improve ourselves. We cannot be in the same exact position that we were 10, 12 years ago or whatever the case is. You want to improve yourself. You want to improve your life, whatever it is, going back to school for whatever reasons, or which right now, like these degrees, and these student loans, thank God they're about to be forgiven. Hello. In some sense, but and I'm going to let you know, I went to college, I got a bachelor's degree and all this other stuff. And my degree doesn't come into play what I'm doing. Being a business owner, being an entrepreneur, and then being a farmer. I never went to school for agriculture. It's a learning process, which, if you're willing to learn, you will learn. You will absorb the information that's necessary to allow you to succeed. You will. I've learned a tremendous amount of information that I've learned just being up here and talking to other farmers in the local area and how to take care of certain things with your animals. And we're both learning, me and Kevin. So, you're never too old to learn. The only time you get old to learn is when you're in the grave. And they all say, oh, you can't teach that old dog new tricks. Yes, you can. But that dog got to be willing to learn. Yes, you can. It don't matter how old you are, you can learn something new. I don't know why we got that mentality. Oh, I'm bent in my ways. I'm stuck in my way. And that's why you're stuck where you are. Right there. Because you're not willing to open up your mind to learn something new. So guys, I want y'all to be blessed. Stay on the path that God has intended for you. You can never go wrong on his path. You will get tired and you will get weary. Trust me. We're human and we do make mistakes. We do fumble. We do fall. But as long as you get back up and you keep going, just keep going. No matter what's going on, just keep going. Okay? You stay blessed. Be well. Be safe. Make good decisions no matter what. Do your research. Don't listen to what everybody got to say. Not everybody think that they're the philosopher and they know everything. Because if that was the case, I would have never done half of the stuff that I've done if I was listening to people. Because people that don't know or ignorant to certain things will be very negative and discouraging for you. So don't listen to people. Just get your mind right. Get your thoughts right. Take a sit down and continue to move the way that you're moving. And God got you. All right? So be well, be safe. Have a blessed day. Okay? And continue to keep up with us. Remember to like and say a comment. Let me know that you guys are here with me still. And you take care, okay? All right.
Jah Rastafari.